Listen to me. If there's a WB executive out there who's watching this video, let me say this extremely clearly. Put James Gunn in charge of your entire fucking universe. It is the hallmark. It is the fucking hallmark of a good director when they can turn random fucking characters like this. And I'm not talking about Harley Quinn or Flag. I'm talking about people like Peacemaker, Ratcatcher, Polka Dot Man. Good lord, I forgot his fucking name. The Shark, King Shark, Bloodsport. That you can take like these C, D, and even F rank villains, and you can make me feel something for them. I felt that shit for Bloodshot. Like, even though Bloodshot's character is basically a stand-in for Deadshot, he was unique enough in his morals and like his whole story that I ended up liking him more than Will Smith's character. Peacemaker, fucking amazing. John Cena did a fantastic fucking job as Peacemaker in this series, where not only is he fucking badass and absolutely fucking awesome, the dude crushes it. Like, his comedic timing is absolutely fantastic in this movie, and I cannot wait for his miniseries to go on HBO Max, because it's going to be dope as fuck and it's going to be wild. Ratcatcher, she's played by Daniela Melchior. I'm hoping I don't butcher her name. She is new, and when I mean she's new is she doesn't have the pedigree that a lot of these other actors have. This is like her first big movie, and holy fuck, bring her back. Like, I'm not saying bring her back in the form of like give her her own spin-off movie, but to be quite honest, I would watch a series of her just running around the world robbing people with rats. They made me care about a rat. She has like a pet rat. Like, you see it on the poster right above her arm, like right that direction. That direction. Like, that pet rat has to be the most adorable fucking rat ever. I care about that rat. Like, there is literally a scene where the rat sticks up its hand to like get a handshake as well, and someone walks past the rat and the rat's sad, and I was about to jump through the motherfucking screen. I was like, you get back here right now, you shake this goddamn rat's hand. Who else? Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag. Fantastic. I prefer this version of Rick Flag over the Rick Flag that we got in the first Suicide Squad movie. In the first movie, he was kind of rigid, but in this movie, he's kind of like more relaxed. I feel as though his character here borrows a lot from his character from Altered Carbon, which is fucking fantastic. King Shark. Sylvester Stallone is in the exact same fucking category as Vin Diesel for me, where their characters don't say a lot, but you feel that shit. My man just wants friends. Give him some friends. Give him friends. The standout for this, a lot of people say that the standout for this is Ratcatcher 2, played by Daniela. I disagree. The standout for this, in my opinion, is Polka Dot Man. His name's David, and I'm going to butcher his last name. It's Dasmalchian? The dude is fantastic. And the weird thing is, he pops up in so much because he's a member of the crew that steals shit in Ant-Man. He's also on The Flash, and then he's like in another fucking movie, and then he's over here as well. The dude is everywhere, and he always stands out, and he's always super fucking dope. And in my opinion, he was super fucking dope in this movie. I loved, and here's the thing, here's good writing. Here is good writing that I think DC has not had in a really long time. We are talking about a character whose backstory can literally be summed up in about 2 minutes of film time. But you understand his backstory. You get why he's fucked up. You get why, like, he's weird and he's the one member of the Suicide Squad that really doesn't mind dying, and you feel that shit. Like, James Gunn puts you inside this dude's trauma, and his trauma is fucked up. Like, when his trauma is just like, when you really get into his trauma, you're like, holy shit, that is absolutely fucking insane. But holy fucking shit if I don't think that the source of your trauma deserved all that shit. Margot Robbie, fantastic. Thank you. Like, I needed a good version of Harley Quinn, and I feel as though this is the best version of Harley Quinn we've gotten. It's not as shitty as the Harley Quinn from the Birds of Prey movie. Thank God. Hilariously, this movie actually kind of retcons, and I don't know if the Birds of Prey movie is no longer canon, but I feel as though this movie makes the Birds of Prey movie not canon. Thank you. James Gunn, thank you. That movie was horrible. It also fixes a lot of the issues that I feel as though her character had in her growth between the Suicide Squad introduction and the Birds of Prey movie, where she has a code, and it's really dope the way in which the code works, because you understand that, like, the code is to protect her from, like, people like Joker. So when it happens, it's both shocking, then the explanation of the code, you're like, yeah, I fucking understand that shit. But she's absolutely fantastic. She is insane. And she probably has, in my opinion, both Peacemaker and Bloodsport have a really, really dope action scene where they're both trying to outdo each other as they basically stealth their way through this village, killing everyone. Harley Quinn, in my opinion, has my favorite fight scene, which is just basically, it's like a combination of something that you would see in John Wick, combined with the long hallway fight from the Daredevil TV show. Absolutely fucking fantastic. When she is going through that fucking hallway, just dominating everyone, just absolutely kicking ass, you completely forget how fucking dope she is. Now, for like all of the side characters, the Pete Davidson, Michael Rooker, Nathan Fillion, Alice Braga, Flula Borg, Jai Courtney, like all of these side characters that show up, Sean Gunn, Peter Capaldi, they are all good. Like, they serve their purpose. Some of them are nostalgia bait from the first movie, but at the exact same time, it's super dope seeing them. Also, an actual R rating. People get their heads blown off. People get their limbs severed. They get torn in half by a shark. They get eaten by a fucking shark. They get blown up by a bazooka. And you see all of that blood and all of that violence, and you're like, yes! Give me that! I want that. I want that in future DC movies. You don't have to do the blood and extra shit in a Superman movie. But if it's not a Superman movie, give me this. Going forward, give me this. I want this type of action where it's not really heroes, villains going around doing villain shit and being super fucking dope behind it all. Yes! Yes! Go see this movie and do like what I did. See it in theaters and come home and watch it again. That's exactly why I'm late uploading this. I watched it twice. But holy fuck, that is dope as hell. We got a Peacemaker TV show coming. Dope. We got more spin-offs from James Gunn coming. Yes. And he's going to be taking like the wheel in developing a lot of DC movies going forward. Thank you. Walter Hamada, I don't like you, but this is probably like your best decision ever. Because if James Gunn can get the DC universe in some type of tip-top fucking shape, where I can start enjoying DC films the way in which I enjoy everything else, I am here for it. Go check out the Suicide Squad. Watch it twice. Watch it 3 times. It is fucking amazing. This movie is probably going to be like my new downtime movie, where the last one for me was Mad Max Fury Road. This movie is definitely going to be my next downtime movie, where it's like I'm sitting at home, I don't know what I want to watch, but I want to enjoy something. Suicide Squad. And I can watch it from beginning to end without skipping shit. But that's the review. Suicide Squad, it's a fucking masterpiece. I absolutely love it. Check it out. There's going to be more videos talking about this shit. Peace.